Welcome. Today we're going to look at colors of sound. Now once again, fasten your seatbelts. You're going to learn things here you'll learn nowhere else on the planet because we discovered them here at Maui Echo Retreat. And it may seem a little strange, but hang in there, it all comes to an objective conclusion. Now, in order to understand colors of sound, you have to understand nutrition, food that we eat. And then we will see the parallels of nutrition and colors of sound. Now, let's take a look in nutrition at live food versus cooked food. Now, live food has live enzymes and it has light coming out of it. They have now what we call Kirlian photography, where they can not only take a picture of you, but you'll see your aura. They can take a picture of people's aura. Now, you take a picture, a Kirlian photography picture of a raw spinach leaf, you'll see light coming out of it. Now cook it or even steam it, whang, light gone, as well as live enzymes gone. So when you're eating live food, you are literally eating life. I got to tell the story. A while back, I went and had LASIK surgery on one of my eyes so I wouldn't have to wear glasses. So I go to Kaiser in Maui here, and they lay me down and they put a drop on my eye to make the eye dilate so the computer can go in and see what's going on. Well, afterwards, they gave me these brown, thick sunglasses and said, wear these for the next 2 hours. All right, so when I get out of the office, being a typical Aries, what am I gonna do? Take the glasses off, and I was in shock. I could see everybody's aura, whether I liked it or not. It was like coming out of the Matrix. We're beings of light pretending we're animals. And I knew I wasn't hallucinating because I saw two people walk by and their auras touched a little bit and you see little waves happen. And so I went back to the doctor later and told him about it. And he says, yeah, that's why we give out the sunglasses. One lady took the glasses off and had a psychotic fit and refused to do LASIK. I understand why she had a psychotic fit when I saw all those auras here. So we see very small, tiny bits of light compared to X-rays, ultraviolet rays, infrared rays, and all that stuff. So when you eat live food, you're eating light, and you feel it. You feel the lightness, you feel aliveness. Now, cooked food has its purpose too. It's easier to digest, and in cold neighborhoods, cold parts of the world, that's kind of important. And it has a lot of freedom. In cooked food, you can just do all sorts of things. All right, so you have live food versus cooked food. Now let's take a look at the music. You have live music and electronic music. Now, live music is a human voice or a violin or a kunga without reverb or anything. It's live. And as we learned in the substance of music, that carries the very beingness of the musician. Now, electronic music, it's cooked, it's electricity. Now you have reverb on the voice, and now you have all sorts of, and similarly like cooked food, you have lots of freedom, you can do anything you want and fly all over the place. Just as a personal note, you'll notice back in the 50s, 60s, even 70s, when they recorded a voice, they wouldn't put reverb on it. It was just live. Now everybody puts reverb on the voice, and the electric guitars are all over the place, and you can barely understand the words, and you can sort of hear the melody, but it sounds like the singer's on the other end of a cathedral. Live voice has intimacy. It's right there in front of you, and you can easily, without effort, understand all of the words. It's intimate. So, now let's take another look at food, and we have alkaline food versus acidic food. Alkaline food builds. It makes you feel at home in your body. Acidic food is like pizza on a Saturday night. From my own experience, alkaline food is extremely important. Alkaline food is like vegetables, fruits, and things like that. Acidic food is more like meat and carbohydrates, sugar stuff. Now, this is where, once again, you hear in all the lectures, trust your ears. How does this color of sound make you feel? If it makes you feel good, probably makes everyone else feel good. So look at alkaline music versus acidic music. Alkaline music is, well, acidic music's definitely heavy metal. Has that tinny thing to it and so forth. Alkaline music's more like Marvin Gaye's Sexual Healing. It puts you in your body and makes you feel at home in your body. And even alkaline voice and acidic voices. Some voices are very tinny and way up there, that's a bit acidic. But some people are warm and makes you feel good. I gotta tell the story. A while back, me and Katir were teaching at the Omega Center in upstate New York, and I got bit, Lyme disease. Now, what happened, I was lucky enough to find a doctor who gave me something like 2 or 3 times the amount of antibiotics that the other doctors give. And we caught that Lyme disease in the beginning, and whoa, it's gone. Now, fine. So I come back to Maui, and all of a sudden I got pins and needles, and oh my gosh, I'm in pain. And I go to Kaiser, they give it, well, we don't know what it is, but you take this and the pain will go away. So I took the thing back. And for some intuitive reason, I didn't take the pill. And I went to a Chinese doctor, Dr. Malik up here, and he did a thing and discovered that my liver wasn't functioning properly because of all the trying to assimilate all the antibiotics and stuff. So the blood was like pins and needles, things were going bad. So what he did is he gave me 4 pages of what food is alkaline, what food is acidic. Secondly, he got me into lemon water. Now it seems like it's an acidic fruit, but it's an alkaline flush. It just makes you alkaline immediately. It's almost a medicine. And also put me in a bathtub with 1 or 2 cups of baking soda, which is also an alkaline. Boom! Within 24 hours, all gone. My body was too acidic, so we alkalined it. Anybody gets sick around here, we get out the raw lemon water and a bathtub with some baking soda. And in emergencies, you can actually put a tablespoon of baking soda in some water and drink it. One more story. There was this guy named Armenheimer who wrote his autobiography, and he said that in between lives, he made an agreement to come back to Earth to make the Earth more alkaline because it was getting so acidic. So he comes back and starts a baking soda company. And since his name was Armenheimer, he called it Arm and Hammer. That's why we have Arm & Hammer baking soda. So let's get back to the music. For example, all Casio's keyboards and most synthesizers, you look for warm pad. They'll have a thing called warm pad. That is alkaline. That's probably the most healing color of sound that you can find on most of those keyboards. Now, let's take a look at phrasing. The way you phrase a thing. It's said that when Rubinstein played Chopin, there's perfume in the air. Well, I looked into that and discovered that when Rubinstein plays Chopin, there is perfume in the air because the way he's playing the piano changes the molecules in the air where you do smell perfume. Now, what is the secret? I call it radical phrasing. It's like water. It's like da da dee 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 da re da ra dee da. It's almost like you've just drank 6 beers, but it's like that. George Frederick Handel was aware of that. And he kept trying to tell the choir, you must feel the waves, you must feel the waves. And they were, well, blimey, what's this about the waves? He still had his German accent. You must feel the waves. And that's as much as I can tell you. Think about live music versus cooked music, and think about acidic music versus alkaline music.